Dear Carrie, I've got a Christmas pudding. Now some of you may laugh, or frown, or look down upon this, as we are still in October. But let me tell you a little story about Christmas of 2000 and... I'm going to guess 2013? Suddenly realised we don't have a Christmas pudding. Oh, Heston did that really nice one with the orange in it. Let's go get one of those. Trotted off to the shops. None. Nada. No Christmas puddings with the hidden orange inside. And they are really good Christmas puddings. So I was just in Waitrose and they had them out and I got one. So now I can relax. Christmas pud sorted. If you haven't had one of these, you should definitely have one this year. It's really, really good. There's like a whole orange inside it. It's like a Christmas present itself. Buzz is asleep, so I've taken over G's office for this, Dear Carrie. Although I feel like this has become a second home for my vlogging vlogs. For my vlogs? Just for my vlogs. This has become a second home for my vlogs. It's downstairs, it's always light, it's near some windows. My music room is at the top of the house. It's dark, when it rains you can hear the rain. You know, it's it just doesn't have this vibe. And this has lots of books. To be fair, G claimed this room as her own room, but a lot of these books are mine. I feel like I have some sort of claim over this room as well. I mean, even Buzz has his own desk in here. So at the moment I'm the only one without a desk and a chair in the... Should we call this the library? I'm not sure if it qualifies as the library, but I feel like if we had a room in the house that we called the library, it makes the house a lot cooler. Maybe we should call it the West Wing as well. Is this the west of the house? It's totally not west, but let's call this the library in the West Wing from now on. Is this a rose? It's not quite as enchanted as the one in Beauty and the Beast, but it's in the West Wing. So this week, me and my missus have been officially dating for 12 years since last Thursday, which is a long time, a very long time. I mean, we've known each other longer. We've known each other for, I don't know, like 17 years or something now, maybe. But officially, we've been together now for 12 years. So, yeah, 12 years. And they've been an amazing 12 years. In many ways. And, that's about all I've got to say about that. We had a baby scan this week. Actually, it was on our anniversary, and it was an amazing scan. Obviously, every scan you go for when you get to see your baby, they're always amazing. But this one was really cool because they do. We had like the 3D scan. Now we had these with Buzz, and Buzz would always have his hands in front of his face, or the umbilical cord like that, so you never really got to see his face properly. Whereas this time, when they switched it, there's like a 3D mode they go into. It was like the most perfect 3D scan of our baby. You could really see what he or she looked like. It was amazing. Both of us went, took our breath away. So that was amazing, and quite an appropriate way to celebrate. Oh no, that was on, it wasn't on our anniversary. That's right, it was on Future Day. I knew there was something else this week. It was on Future Day, and I felt like it was quite an appropriate way to celebrate Future Day by seeing your future, my future, our future kid. So that was a nice way to celebrate Future Day. And yeah, baby 2 looked quite pretty, I would say. We don't know if it's a boy or a girl, but I would say looked petite and pretty. Whether that is an indication of it being a girl, I do not know. So this week was the week, was the day that Marty McFly went forward in time to the future on the 21st of October 2015. So we are now ahead of the future in Back to the Future, which is not quite as they imagined it. Obviously there's been a lot of stuff celebrating it, but I feel like it would be wrong of me not to acknowledge it, as Back to the Future has had such a significant role in my life. That film literally changed my life. It was my favourite film as a kid, and obviously the name McFly, our band name, comes from Back to the Future. You know, Danny in McFly wasn't sure about the name, and we sat him down to watch it because I don't think he'd ever seen it before, and it was the first time we noticed that when Biff crashes into the manure truck, the name on the side of the manure truck is D. Jones Manure, and Danny is Danny Jones, D. Jones, and it was like it was meant to be. That is such a big coincidence that I wanted to call it's my favourite film. I wanted to call the band McFly. Danny wasn't sure, and the sign that was the deciding factor was Danny's name being in the movie. It was like it was calling out to him that McFly needs to be his band name. I mean, that is pretty it's a pretty cool story, that, when I really think about it. What are the chances of that? It was meant to be. There's some higher force at work here. So yeah, so thank you very much, Back to the Future. Would you like to know a cool story? Then I shall tell you. One time, I was on a video conference call with Steven Spielberg. Name drop alert. Totally name dropping here. And I told him that we named our band after Back to the Future. And he was the producer, the exec producer, I believe, of Back to the Future. And I told him that that film changed my life, and our band was called McFly, and he thought it was really cool. And I thought that moment was really cool in my life, and I will never forget that. It's actually a bit of a blur, can't actually remember. Maybe I dreamt that. Maybe that didn't actually happen. You're thinking about it, that is totally the kind of thing that you dream and doesn't really happen. Scrap that. Wasn't true. It was true. Carrie, you were actually there at that moment. Unless it was in my dream. Unless we share dreams, like those kids in that cartoon, which I always forget the name of. Do you guys remember that cartoon when there's all these kids and they go home after school, and this happens in like the intro. They go home after school, they get into bed, and they go to sleep, and they all meet up and go on adventures in their dreams. Does anybody remember that? Anyway, you should check that out, it's really good. Right, I'm going, because we've got lots of family coming over, having a family day. We're making flapjacks and biscuits with Buzz from Davina's cookbook, the sugar-free ones, and I'm looking forward to that. I'm going to munch them down, and I'm going to go and place my Christmas pudding safely in the cupboard. Actually, there are 2 other Christmas puddings up in our cupboard as well that I bought earlier in the year. Actually, I think maybe one of them's from last year, because they last for ages, Christmas puddings. How is that even possible? Whoa, so there was 10 to 12 people. March 2017. I could have this Christmas pudding next Christmas. That's about all from me today. Hope you're well. Happy birthday for early in the week. Happy anniversary to G. That was really unromantic. Happy anniversary, G. I love you. Yeah. Ti amo. Yeah, happy anniversary. Anyway, I'm off. You've been you. I've been this person. Goodbye. Can I just say that, I know I'm pointing at you, sorry, pointing's rude, I'll point over here. Just want to say that I'm still trying to get the footage from that Brandcast performance that me and Carrie did, so watch this space, I should be getting that soon. And if you work at Google and you are the person who has that footage, can I have it please?